One of my favorite plot twists in horror movies is where you find out that one of the main characters has been dead the whole time. So, here's some movies where that happens. There are going to be spoilers in here, obviously, so I will give you a second to leave. Okay. I think the earliest movie to ever do this was Carnival of Souls from 1962. Please, somebody let me know if there was a movie that did it before this, but I feel like this is the one that originated it. So, in this movie, the main character gets into a car accident and she is like the sole survivor and she keeps trying to move on with her life, but weird shit keeps happening to her. And it turns out it's because she's fucking dead. She's been dead the whole entire time. She died in the car accident. This one shook me. When I explain it, it's like, oh, that's kind of obvious, but like, no, I was not expecting it. The others, I honestly think that this is probably my favorite use of this plot twist, especially because how you learn about the horrific way that the characters met their demise. And it just makes everything make so much sense. I think this movie is fucking perfect. The Sixth Sense. I think that this is the movie that used this plot twist most iconically. Like, I feel like this is the first one people think of when you're like, oh, the main character's been dead the whole time. And like, when you rewatch this movie knowing that information, it is so obvious that Bruce Willis is dead the whole time. But again, just shook me the first time. Jacob's Ladder. This one is about a Vietnam vet who comes home and things are just different and weird shit starts happening. And he and some of his buddies are trying to like unravel the mystery. And it turns out he never made it home from Vietnam. He died. He's been dead the whole time. What he experiences, I think, is like limbo or hell. Speaking of hell, Tales from the Hood, such an underrated anthology. But basically, the three main characters go to this funeral home to get drugs from the mortician, and he starts telling them these stories of how all these people died. And in the end, they find out that this is no funeral home, it is hell, and the mortician is Satan himself, and they died, and they are in hell. Also hell, this one is much more obscure. Baskin is this Turkish movie about this group of cops that gets this distress call, and they go to follow it. And it's just an absolute fucking nightmarish hell what they walk into, and it turns out it's because they're dead, and I think they're actually in hell. Tale of Two Sisters, or The Uninvited, because this is the American remake of A Tale of Two Sisters and they both have the same plot. One of the sisters has been dead the whole time and the other sister is hallucinating her there. What? Utterly fucking shocking the first time you saw this shit. More recent one, but Presence. And I loved this movie specifically because of the plot point, because once you find out that the brother slash son has been the ghost the entire time and like time is not linear, mind-blowing and absolutely fucking heartbreaking. Triangle, one of my favorites simply because it is such a mind fuck. Because in addition to the whole, like, the main character has been dead the whole time, it also throws in the aspect of a time loop, which I fucking love. Chef's kiss, this movie is. Kind of similar Dead End in terms of, like, the mind fuck slash endless loop thing. It all makes so much sense when you realize they've been dead the whole time. They're, like, in hell or purgatory, whatever you want to call it.